Yo, what is good, everybody? It is K1 the Collector here, and today I am back with another video. And this time I'm talking about what I would like to see from NBA, not NBA, but y'all will realize why I said that. WWE 2K24 MyFaction specifically, man. I am really a big fan of this mode. Y'all know it's my mode. This is what I do. This is what I want, man. So I want to see it. I want to see it thrive. I want to see it get better. So you guys see the full list right here, and we will be hitting up all 15 of these things. And I feel like if they add this, this will be taken to the next level undoubtedly. Because how could it not be? So number one, auction house. How are they going to implement an auction house? Well, actually, not even how, because that's up to them. Why do they need to implement an auction house? Let's talk about it, man. So, number one on my wish list is auction house. Why? So look here, Fashion Focus Day by Day Part 3, right? I have this Big E, but the other one just expired. It was Fashion Focus Day by Day Part 2. I needed an Xavier Woods. I did not get the Sapphire Xavier Woods from Superstar Series 2. I pulled a bunch of Xavier Woods cards from Superstar Series 2. I pulled a bunch of Superstar Series 2 packs. I didn't pull a bunch of Xavier Woods cards. That's the exact issue. I pulled a bunch of packs from that series and never got the Xavier Woods. That's a problem. Well, not that's a problem, but that's just how it works. That's tough luck. It would be cool if there was an auction house there where I could just go get the card. I could go buy the card with my money. Do you realize you could spend like $300 on this game, and just because it's chance, you could literally not get this one card and not be able to do this live event and get whatever the big reward of it is? You could literally, that's possible. You could spend like $300 on this. So, and that's the other thing too. You see in other modes, when a certain card is needed for something, or like just a random card, like an NBA 2K. Say you need an Embiid to get like some better level Embiid, like a Galaxy Opal Embiid, but you need this Emerald Embiid. Normally, you would never need an Emerald Embiid. Who wants an Emerald Joel Embiid, right? But all of a sudden you go to the auction house and this Emerald Joel's Embiid price is 10,000 MT, 15,000 MT more than it would usually be, because there's this event. But that's cool though. It's another thing. It's something, cause it's so collector level mode. I would love to see that. I need the auction house. I don't want it to just depend on my pack luck. Plus it's something that I just feel like all collector level modes should have. So back to this. Number two, more gem levels. And I feel like that's obvious. And what we can look at for more gem levels is, of course, the token market. So right now we have 6 gem levels. We have Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, Amethyst, Diamond, and Pink Diamond. So, no, we have more than that, actually. There's Bronze, Silver, Gold, then there's Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby. So, like, but yeah, so there's like 8, 9. I'm not finna, I'm a little slow. But anyway, what I mean is that I need that Galaxy Opal and that Dark Matter. I feel like it's very possible that we see both next year, but at the very least, we definitely will see Galaxy Opal. But I feel like, so of course, NBA 2K and WWE 2K, same company, is partnered, or whatever. NBA 2K went, first they just had Diamond, then they went to Pink Diamond. Then they went to Galaxy Opal the next year. Then the next time they had Dark Matter. I believe the first time they had Dark Matter was like 2K20 or 21 or something. So that was the first time they had it. I don't think they have to do that. I don't think they have to just have Galaxy Opal this next year. I feel like they can get Galaxy Opal and Dark Matter. The reason why 2K went Galaxy Opal and not straight to Dark Matter is because they were the first doing it. They were making something. They didn't have that plan. Like, they were creating more. They don't have to create more. It's already laid out for them. Just go Galaxy Opal and Dark Matter next year. It's going to be dope. Why would we not do it? And I feel like they're in desperate need of it too. I feel like it gives them more space. When you have more gem levels, it gives you more space and flexibility and time to space out cooler, better cards. And you don't have to, I feel like once your gem levels are kind of low, you have to cram. And also, cosmetically, you can't lie. It's nice to look at, and that's going to make people more attracted to it. Galaxy Opal and Dark Matter. I need to see that in NBA and WWE 2K24 next year. Number 3, more legends. So more legends equals more cards, definitely, right? So we do have good legends in the game, right? That's obvious. You see here, we got people like Shawn Michaels, we got Booker T, we got Bret the Hitman Hart, we got Yokozuna, we got Cactus Jack, Triple H, right? We got people like that. But WWE is so huge, there's always room for improvement. So I'm not delusional. I'm not an idiot. This would be nice, but I'm not talking about people like CM Punk and Chris Jericho. AEW has them on lock. That's unreasonable. But I am talking about others like Ricky Steamboat, who we used to have, like in terms of and who we used to have in the game, with the Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy, Honky Tonk Man, Brutus Beefcake, like, and they don't even have to be people just that old. Even people like, man, Evan Bourne, something like that. I'm talking about just more people, and it helps not just my faction, it helps the main roster as well, and the actual just regular like regs and stuff. It helps all of that. We get more cards, we get cooler cards, and there's more appealing people too. And what if they come out at my faction first? What if they're my faction exclusive first? Or what if they DLC, man? It just makes the roster bigger, more people, more variety of people to use, and it's just more exciting. Number 4, I want more badges, right? So, and there's 2 badge concepts in here, and these will kind of run into each other, but I feel like badges are not plentiful enough, right? So a lot of people have like similar stuff, and I don't think there's more than like 25 badges in the game. I don't know the exact number, but that's just an estimate. If there's even that much, I might have kept on that a little bit, but I just feel like we need more. A lot of people look similar in terms of like how their badges are lined up, and I'm not even saying I have a specific badge in mind. That's a whole nother video. I would say that for another video, but just more variety of badges, it would help characters be more unique. It would help people stand out more. When you're trying to deck out a card, they'll be really, really decked out and look crazy. Like NBA 2K has, I don't know how many badges. Now, basketball, there's so many different skills and things that you can do in basketball. So many different things you can be good at and elements to basketball. I understand. But find what that is in wrestling and assign that accordingly. Like, I'll give y'all one badge. I'm saying I'm going to save it for a video, but like, let's find a counter to something like Sting Like a Bee, right? Give us a defensive badge or something like, I don't know what that defensive badge would be. It would be immunity or strong chin, or I don't know what you know what I'm saying? Like, something like that along those lines would definitely work out for me. But let's look back at this list. Number 5, man, I'm a big online guy. I play a lot of online. If you looked at past videos, you've seen like my challenges. I got a lot of PvP wins, man. I want a ranked PvP, and I don't think that I am alone in that. When you bring competition to a mode, if you tell somebody that there is a way, a place where you can compete, people are gonna come. And a different crowd is gonna come, man. So I'm not gonna start up no PvP game right now, but I almost did on accident. But a different crowd is gonna come, man. You're gonna attract something different. When you bring that in, it is exciting, man. Like, ranked is a big deal, right? People, you can stay fighting these quick fights, these friendly matches and all that. Man, look, man. People can play that. Don't take out that option. Everything should have a quick play, and then everything should have a ranked. That brings another element to cards. People will look at cards differently. For me, I naturally look at cards in a PvP way. So when I'm talking to you about cards and when I'm talking to you about how they're the best card for this, then I'm usually talking to you in a PvP way. It's whenever I'm telling you how good a card is. But I also usually break it down in a PvE way too. But for PvP though, it'll separate cards. There will be cards that are better offline. There will be cards that excel better online. There will be cards that excel really well on both. It gives you a different perspective at the mode. It gives you a different way to look at every single aspect of this mode. And there is just you add that true competition, that true competitiveness, and you will add more players to this mode. You need it. Please get it. Offline leaderboards. Now, of course, the ranked would add leaderboards to itself, but I'm talking about these offline leaderboards. So something I would want it to kind of work like how the boxing game that's only on PC right now, Undisputed, works. Undisputed, the way it works is they have these special bouts, like prize fights that you can do. And what they are is that it shows people's high scores on that fight, how well they've done on that fight, which is determined by how much they get hit, how many knockdowns they score. You lose points depending on if you're knocked down, how many jabs you landed, how many power punches you landed, how many, like all of that. I'm talking about stuff like this. So basically for a live event, you would score points by like how much you've been hit or how quickly you've done the move, how quickly you've lost, or how, I mean, not how quickly you lost, how quickly you've won. Things along that lines, and it's a scoring system just for people to look at, compete for a top spot. Even it could be rewards in the like top 500 people to score in this live event. Top 500 scores in this live event get some type of reward. That is going to be engaging. Again, it adds another level of competition, but it's optional competition. And I don't think people who participate, who are not trying to shoot for that top spot, don't get anything at all. There's other examples of how to do that correctly too. I just think it's another thing to do. That's another thing like about this mode. I just want to fill it out with things to do, things to participate in. No matter what type of gamer you are, there's something for you. If you're not a competitive gamer, we got it for you. If you are a competitive gamer, let's bring that rank PvP in. Let's bring that offline leaderboard in. If you don't want to compete against people, but you still like placing high. If you're more like an old school gamer, get that high score. You know what I'm saying? So, number 7. And this is a huge one for me. Battle Pass like seasons. Now, what exactly does that mean? A Battle Pass like season. So here we see quick play. Season ends in 4 days. This says season. Bro, this ain't no season, bro. Like I ain't even gonna cap with you. Like this not a season. This is not what I mean by season. So I know I'm bringing up the game a lot, but this is a bunch of games. NBA 2K has a season, right? There are specific things that happen in those seasons. There are themes of the season. I'm talking about, so when it's time for this season, the menu looks different. The billboards look different. And it's themed like that. And it goes, there's rewards that you get. You can level up and you get the gym thing right at the, hold on, right at the top, like directly up for me. You see your gym level, your level. Like, so right now in my team, I'm on level 31. I'm nine levels away from an in-game Joel Embiid. I want something like that in this game. So I want to start off from level 1 and go to like level 40. I would love it, right? It gives you something to do in the whole time. And the reason why you want a battle pass like system is because what I just said, something to do the whole time. In battle passes, there are challenges to do throughout the whole season. There's a grind throughout the whole season. You're trying to get to level 40 throughout the whole season. You're earning XP no matter what you're doing. There are certain challenges to do that you earn XP to upgrade your level. There is an ongoing chase no matter what. It gives you something to do. A lot of times in this game, it feels like I'm missing something to do or I'm looking for something to do. A battle pass would fill that void, man. Number 8, give me some moments cards, man. So what would that look like in WWE? So, of course, in other games, we see moments cards, and we see like in NBA, not even just NBA, like in Madden, it's kind of like a moments card or interacting with live action events. So in Madden, what they do, like around Super Bowl time, you can place bets, and they cater to the bet and fantasy thing. You can place bets if you predict that Patrick Mahomes is going to throw for 350 plus yards in the Super Bowl or something like that. You get a reward with it. So that's how they mess with online current things that's happening right now. And we kind of do have live events, and live events, depending on how it's created, can cater to what's going on right now in the current storyline or something. But I'm talking about maybe somebody wins a championship, or maybe somebody has some kind of crazy moment, like say Ricochet comes out one night and just puts on a crazy power display that he's never put on before. You get a Ricochet, and for his moments card, he's a really high level card, and it was a crazy performance, but he got more strength. He's got to upgrade his strength attributes, which makes him look crazier than he was. Or maybe he got a couple different moves. Or maybe Io Sky catches in Money Bank and becomes the World Women's Champion or the WWE Women's Champion. She gets a moments card. Things like that. Interact with what's going on in the wrestling world right now. And that's the one thing I want to see. I want to see more direct actions with wrestling and what's going on with wrestling right now. Number 9, better card art. The card art in this game, I'm going to just keep it a buck with you, is very lackluster. It's very mid. It's very, it's just there, right? So that's not to say that like every bit of card art is trash, right? So like, look here, this card art is not trash at all. This is some of the best card art in the game. But like, even this, they ODing on color. I promise you that I know that this is an amethyst. The background does not have to be purple too. Like like when I did it, the money purple, man. How the money gonna be purple too? I promise you, if the background was just green or gold or whatever color, like if the background looked like how it does on the pack right here, it would have been fine. And you could have kept the purple border and the purple like amethyst letter, amethyst word. That could have been fine, but I don't need the background to be purple. But like, let's go to one that looks really basic, right? Backlash. This is very basic. This looks like I could have done this. This did not look like a winner. It was a lot into it compared to games like NBA 2K, where we get a Tracy McGrady card and there's lights coming out of his face and the background is illuminated and he himself is lit on fire or something like that, or the background is on fire. And even just like the pictures of the people, right? These pictures are really basic. Like, they're not intense. They're not a really dope pose or nothing. And that's, like I said, that's not all of them. Because like I said, not all the card art is trash. Like this card art, First Pay Frenzy, looks pretty cool. That looks pretty solid. But it's still a step down from other collector level modes. Like even Madden has some dope looking cards. Diamond Dynasty has really cool looking cards. If you look at the milestone cards for Diamond Dynasty, like recently there was a Ellie De La Cruz that came out. Ellie De La Cruz is a rookie. He's one of the most dynamic rookies I've ever seen in my life. He is arguably the fastest player in the league, and he has big power. He's just an athletic anomaly. He just hit for the cycle, right? The cycle card, look up Ellie De La Cruz MLB The Show 23 card. That card is so clean, so sexy, so crazy. Like, we need stuff like that, man. We need some cool looking cards like that. But let's hit up number 10, and that is more EVOs. Now, for right now, and like I said, guys, well, I didn't say this, but this is not the end of the year. So the game still has time to turn up. The game still has time to improve, right? But as of right now, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 EVO cards, right? I think there actually might be more. No, there's more because you could have got a Drew McIntyre or something like that. But there's not very many, right? There's not even 10. I know that for a fact. I need more than that. It's another thing that always gives you something to do. Or, if we're not going to add more EVOs, something that we can do is adopt a parallel system. Parallel XP system from MLB The Show. What is that? If you don't know the parallel XP system from MLB The Show's collector mode Diamond Dynasty, what that is that every card is basically an EVO. So you earn XP for hitting home runs, getting base hits. If you're a pitcher, strikeouts, stuff like that. You earn XP from that, and you get paralleled. If you parallel 1, you get a +1 to every single attribute. Max parallel is parallel 5. And you'll even see like the card light up a color, light up, like when you're parallel 5, it looks kind of like a diamond or something. And you get a +5 to every attribute. Do that. It doesn't matter, man. Let's do something like that. It would be really cool. I think that would be cool. Let me know what you guys think about that one. For this next one, what's that say? Hold on, I'm lighting it away. 11, cooler card reveals. Now, the card reveals for this game are not Like, they not bad, but they not as awesome as they could be. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. WWE 2K23 has the potential to be the best collector level mode out of all of these titles, just simply because they got wrestling, and it shouldn't even be close. The amount of things that you can do with wrestling, partially because it's not real, and because of the characters and the creativity that you can use and the things that exist. Man, I'm talking about when I pull a Stone Cold, I want that mug. I want to hear the glass shatter, and I want to hear that dude bust out the glass and him come walking out stomping in his jacket. Like, I want to see crazy stuff like that, man. When I pull a Batista, y'all watch me. When I pull a Batista, then what I want to see, I want to be, yeah, and I want to go like that's what I'm trying to see when I pull a high level Batista. Like did you like when I pull a AJ Styles, you know what I want to see? I want to see the, and I want him to put, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see crazy stuff like that. Why can you do that? Because you have wrestling, right? You have wrestling. When I pull a Randy Orton, I want the screen. I want to hear. I hear voices in them. Y'all see? That's what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see. And a lot of you got wrestling. We can do crazy stuff like that. I don't know how hard that is to make. I don't know how hard that is to code or whatever. I don't underestimate how hard developers' jobs are. A lot of things that we as a community ask for are much easier said than done. But if we can get that, man, oh man. People will play this game just to look at cards, man. I'm trying to tell you. Just for the sake of trying to pull a card. Number 12, playing with friends. Why playing with friends? I'm a little tired. Why playing with friends? You just need to. You need to. And I'm talking about for offline modes. I mean, online modes. Some people, this also caters to the people who are not very competitive. Or maybe you are competitive and you just want to play with friends. Like, I'm competitive, but I play with friends all the time. Like, literally, there's sometimes in my team, when I'm not playing online, like, some people literally play my team just to build a team so that they can go play their friend. like literally. And it just upgrades the interaction between friends. Like, a lot of times with these collector level modes, friends play it like this. Like, you're on a journey together almost. Like, people stay strapped, like, tight like that. So, I'm telling you, people just will literally build a team. I'm sure some of you guys can relate. You go build a team just to go play your homie. That's a really common thing. Like, you can go match up with your friend and regs and go play John Cena versus Randy Orton match. You don't think I want to take my Pink Diamond Randy Orton to go fight my friend's Pink Diamond John Cena? Just saying. Play with friends is just something that every collector level mode has. We need it too. Why not? 13, PvP live events. Now, what does that mean? So here we see quick play, right? For quick play, we have one-on-one matches. Now, for online modes, sometimes we see matches like Extreme Rules and TLC pop up. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't be wanting to play TLC a lot. Like, so when I see a ladder match with TLC pop up, I literally may not play that whole 7 days that it's out. And before that, it used to be way longer than 7 days. It used to be like a month. I literally wouldn't play like more. I might have played like one time it was TLC. I might have played like 2 matches that whole month. Because I don't want to. I don't want to play a ladder match every time. But the way that you do that is when it comes and it's wrestling. So much stuff you can do because it's wrestling. When TLC comes up, when Money in the Bank comes up, you can make ladder matches and have that be the event. Or even say SummerSlam's coming up and the main event is going to be a ladder match between John Cena and Brock Lesnar. For this, in celebration of the event, you can make a PvP live event called TLC. You can make a PvP live event called Extreme Rules. anything like that. Or you can make a PvP event called No Holds Barred, and it's just straight No Holds Barred matches. PvP event called Hell in a Cell, and you go online, you play Hell in a Cell matches, and that can be ranked too. And there could be an offline, like, you see what I'm saying, man? Like, so my team's equivalent to that, it'd be like limited. Like just a second ago, the limited challenge was like, you must have an in-game Steph Curry in your lineup, but you can only take 1 diamond, 1 galaxy opal, and 1 something else. Or for maybe MLB The Show, it'll be like events. You can only use people from this series. So like maybe you can only use milestone players, and you got to go into events and win with that team. Something like that. Or there will be special rules involved. It's wrestling. You can cook up with that. There's so many angles that you can attack that from. But number 14, we are almost done. Badge distribution. So this will be the first one where I have to interact with the game again and show y'all this. Let me show y'all this, man. So let me go here. So y'all might be like, what you mean by badge distribution, K1? Well, look, man. Third pack that ever came out in the game was here next, pretty close to launch, right? The game always launches pretty close to WrestleMania. Third pack ever came out in the video game. The highest tier of badge is level 4. Brock Lesnar has a level 4 sting like a bee. I don't think people this early in the game should be having things that good. There are that's what it is by things are good at the time, right? So I'm going back to my team example. There early in the year, there was a glitch, I believe. A glitch is Zaire Williams. His jump shot now at this point of my team would be considered slow because it was only on like quick, or it was either on normal timing, but it was just a faster kind of jump shot. That now is really slow because everybody's just using a Kevin Porter Jr. base with the same, end game, and that's like the fastest shot in the game, right? But at that time, it was good. And he didn't have a bunch of Hall of Fame badges or anything like that. He had some gold badges, he had some silver badges. And at that time, that was good. But they used the lower tier stuff and made good stuff out of the lower tier things. Took it slow. Once we get to the later part of the years, that's when you start seeing Hall of Fames. That's when you start seeing better animations on people. That's when you start seeing jump shots faster. You get what I'm saying? Like, and even early, like MLB The Show, you see there's not as many pitchers that have outlier or something. So they got the live series, which is always going, but like for their earlier cards that are just like made series, they'll be like pitchers. Might throw hard, but they might not have outlier. You're waiting on that Jacob deGrom that has outlier. He can throw 100 miles per hour, but he don't got outlier yet. The one coming in later in the year, he gonna hit that 102 for you. See what I'm saying? We got to take it easier. So, like, if I had to re-rate this Brock Lesnar at this time, now he's still Brock Lesnar, so I'm not saying don't give him Sting Like a Bee, but his Sting Like a Bee should only be, like, level 1, level 2. I'm only third pack in the game, you get level 1. Like, plain and simple, you get level 1. Heavy-handed, level 1. Space Invader, level 2. Like, whatever. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, just lower it down so we can increase the value of cards, because at this point, cards start to feel the same. Cards are getting too good too fast. A good ruby is not far away enough in terms of how good the card is. Like a ruby's not far away enough from like an amethyst, or we might mess around, get to diamond. Diamonds are not separated from rubies enough, or we might get to pink diamond and the amethyst is a lot. There's too many amethysts that can't compete with pink diamonds. Now, don't get me wrong. In collector level modes, there are a lot of times lower rated cards that just have really good animations, or just a sleeper card that is always going to be good all year and can always compete with everybody, but that shouldn't be most of the freaking roster. So I just don't want it to get to that point, which is why I mean by we should distribute badges better and also have more badges, which is number 4. 15 and final, programs. Now, I kind of discussed this a little bit in Battle Pass like seasons. What that would mean is that there's nothing necessarily to show here. For the programs, what I mean is that I'm talking about literally. So I got that from MLB The Show. But I'm talking about literally like there's a program. There'll be like a Money in the Bank program. The program would be, this is just a concept. The program would be Money in the Bank winners. You progress up a ladder and do all of these missions and get all of these XP to get all the way to the Apex prize in that event. So maybe it'll be the person who has won the most Money in the Banks, who I don't believe is in WWE anymore, because I believe that is CM Punk. Or it might be Edge. I believe it's CM Punk, though. I ain't gonna cap to you. So let's just say it's Edge. Edge is one of the most Money in the Banks out of any active WWE superstar. I could be wrong on that. I don't quite remember. If it is Edge, right, you would build up to it. Earlier in the program, you get people like Liv Morgan, another Money in the Bank winner. Earlier in the program, you get Otis. And then later in the program, you get people like John Cena and who else won Money in the Bank? Ambrose, people like that. Ambrose is not here anymore. He's John Moxley in AEW. But y'all see what I'm saying? Build up to that point and get programs. And there's another thing for you to do. You see what I'm saying? I'm stacking this thing with stuff to do. Just let me talk, man. It's a good idea, man. I'm trying to tell you. Stack this thing with things to do. Keep giving us things to do. We are never bored. Make sure we are never bored. So that can always that can go in with the battle pass in the season, and it could work out. So that is all 15 of my things. This video has ended up being 31 minutes long. If you have made it this far, I really appreciate you. And even if you skipped to this point, just subscribe because you was interested. You just might as well. I love you. I feel like you should love me, because I appreciate you for that. I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know what y'all want to see in this game, man. Until next time, I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.